Okay, so the point of this lab is to understand what exactly a frequency is. So this lab is a perfect example to get a visual understanding or representation of exactly what a frequency is. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a pendulum to help us visualize sinusoidal wave. This is an example of frequency happening in nature. After we complete this, there'll be a worksheet that you can work on in the classroom or you can take it home. And so this is a video for you guys to be better prepared to set up for tomorrow. For your pre-lab, fill in that chart, fill in the red asterisk with numbers, and bring it for tomorrow for the lab. Here's the video for how to set it up and the steps of what you need to do in exactly the order. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this lab. Okay. Hello, so today we're going to do lab number 1 for the unit of sound wave. First step is that we're going to fill in a chart. So as you can see here, there is a blank white page, and you should fill in this chart in your notebook or do it the night before you show up for the lab. Now, as you can see here, this is not exactly the lab, but this is the closest thing as possible. So the first thing we need is a string of some sort. So we have a string that needs to be at least 1 meter long and tape. We're going to tape the string to the edge of the desk. Okay, so there you have it, and you're going to have the string hang over the edge, and make sure there is some clearance at the bottom. You don't want. So for the first sample, you're going to have a 1 meter string and a 200 gram mass, and take the amplitude of 30 centimeters. So this is how much you go sideways. So our amplitude for the first test is going to be approximately 30 centimeters. Make sure you have it lined up, and then you're going to do 20 cycles. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you're counting the cycles, you should also be taking a close look at the time, and after 20 cycles you should stop the stopwatch at 29.5. So let's write that. For the column that says time for 20 cycles, you put down 29.5 seconds, and for frequency, we know that frequency is always cycles divided by time. So we take 20 cycles divided by 29.5 and we get 0.67 hertz. For the second row, it should be 1 meter and again 200 grams, but this time you only go as far as 20 centimeters for amplitude. So that's right about here, and you do the same thing. Let it go for 20 cycles and write down your time when you complete 20. And again for the third column, 1 meter, 200 gram, and an amplitude of 10. For the fourth column, you're going to have 1 meter, 100 grams, and you're going to hold it at 30 centimeters. And you're going to do 20 cycles again, and you're going to measure. For the fifth column is 1 meter, again 100 grams, and this time the amplitude will be 20 centimeters. And for the sixth column, 1 meter, 100 grams, but an amplitude of only 10 centimeters. Alright, lastly we have 1 meter and 50 grams, but from now on we're going to use an amplitude of only 10. So it should be, this is 1 cycle, and this is 2 cycles, 19 cycles. Next one is 50 centimeters, amplitude of 10, but this time you have a distance of 80 centimeters. Next one is 50 gram, amplitude of 10, and this time 0.6 meters or 60 centimeters. Next one is 50 gram, amplitude of 10. Next one, the length is 0.4. Next one is 50 gram, amplitude of 10, 0.2 meters.